trench digging day. So didn't want to do this by hand because it would have taken forever, so what he did was rent a little mini backhoe. And fortunately for this, as you've seen before, we've got a huge door here that opens up and you can bring this stuff in. So a little bit of scraping there. Back in here, actually let me go with the flashlight. Bear with me, I'll wander around, let you take a look at that monster trench. But I bought a little flashlight here for getting into some of the corners. Blow the concrete dust off of it. So you can see there we're dug down through to this end and all the way down there. So that pipe that's in there, the reason he had the long pipe is put a level on it just to make sure we get the slope all the way down. And then we get way down into this end and you'll see where there's, on top there you see that small pipe. We're not sure what that is. It might have been the original water pipe. Just really have no idea. And then you can see the cast iron sewer pipe there, and then the new Y pipe that's going to go in, pick up our new sewer. So the pipe's right where we thought it would be, and it's the right size that it was supposed to be. So there was some concern there. The building inspector wasn't sure whether we'd have a 3 or a 4, even though everything said 4. You just don't know with some of the older stuff. That's a floor drain there. That original one, we're still going to actually pull that back up and put a floor drain back in there just as a future. Never hurts to have a few floor drains. So that's what we got. One big trench. Goes the full length of the building and slopes down whatever it's supposed to slope at. So one thing I did this morning too is just when they were getting set up here to bring this stuff in, before we even really started digging the hole, I got a hold of the building inspector, said, can you just come over here and we'll just make sure we're all on the same page. So he came over and just said, wanted to understand where they wanted to put the P-trap. So what the P-trap does is it's just water in it, and it keeps the sewer gas smell from coming back out of the sewer and up into the building. So we're not really trying to keep, the smell of the washers is going to be a little bit in the drain tubs or the drain troughs. They're not sealed, they just got a lid on them, but the concern is you don't want to get that sewer gas back. I've seen some areas where they require a P-trap on every washer. So you look down through the bulkhead, and if there's 10 washers in there, there's 10 P-traps. Or if there's 5 aside, there's 10. If there's 10 aside, there's 20. And it's just a nightmare to try and do. Fortunately, our building inspector that we talked to, he used to work in maintenance in various nursing home facilities, so he understands the trough system and how they work. So when we talked to him, he said as long as we put a P-trap right down here by the sewer, that'll do what we need to do. It'll keep the sewer gases out, but we don't have to worry about, we're not trying to trap any of the gases from the washers because it's not the sewer gas. It's just wastewater. So that saved us a lot of headaches of putting them on every washer before the trough, and even having the extra ones in the floor there. So what we're going to have now is one P-trap at this end with a clean out. So if for whatever reason something gets through the troughs and gets down here, we can actually just stick a shop vac straight in the clean out and suck out anything that might have settled in the P-trap. And at this far end down here, like I said, we're going to have a 4-inch pipe, and tomorrow we'll get all this stuff put in, so we'll be able to give you pictures of that too. All the way down here, there's going to be a clean out at this end. This is actually in our future drop-off area, so we're going to have a hot, cold water line and a clean out in here. And, excuse me. So if we do have a problem in this one, we'll be able to just run, Roto-Rooter or water jet or something right down this end and be able to clean out that whole main line without any issues. So it's going to work really well, and we're going to put a T up off the end of that goes into the end of here, so we can go straight down into that sewer. We go straight down, and then we'll get into the Y, so it'll be really easy to clean out if, for whatever reason, we shouldn't have to, because we've got the drain troughs that are going to catch everything. Back into the corner here, the future restroom. Dark in the corner here. So down in here somewhere is the sewer for where we're going to hook up for the toilet. So just before I was talking to him just before he left, and he's pretty much had to dig this by hand because he couldn't get the tractor in here. So we're going to take this piece of paneling down and a couple of studs. So he can come in from this end and scoop this out like he needs to, because we gotta dig pretty much that whole thing out, or a good portion of it, to get the access we need to be able to get in there, cut the pipe, get the pieces put in. So it's gonna work on that first thing tomorrow. We're gonna get all this pipe put in tomorrow, and then we get the electrician back. He's gonna run his conduit through into those ones, and then target is Wednesday. We'll be ready for inspections. Next day and a half will pretty much be me cleaning. And then next Monday, we're going to come in and concrete this trench and fill in all those other small ones around here and get this floor sealed back up. So once this is all done, this whole mess here has to disappear, get put back into the trench. And then I got to make the place nice and clean so we can pour concrete and seal everything up and not have to worry about having this concrete dust underneath the seal around our new concrete. So that's where we are. Pretty active day in here. And I couldn't imagine doing this by hand. That wouldn't have been a good time at all. So, carry on.